Yo, welcome back to 1099 Way TV, and we back with another reaction video, man. This one is a little bit crazy. We actually go react to this Tee Grizzley video, man. I heard the speculation of what's going on, man, and I found a good video, and I thought this would be a good one to react to. I also been reading the comments, and I seen the comments, man. I went and got a battery for the smoke detector, man, so y'all will not be hearing that chirp from right now, okay? If y'all do hear it again, let me know. Drop the comments, man. I'm kind of immune to it, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, it is what it is. But anyway, let's jump into this reaction video. Y'all know how we do. If you got your drink, go ahead and cheers me up. I got me an ice cold Pepsi, but of course, I got my L Boogie ready to take that bitch to the... Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's get into this video, man. Get your lighter, put a flame to that bitch, and let's get high. Let go.
One of Detroit's most popular rappers, but earlier this week, Jobina Brown was shot and killed on the city's east side.
And I'm sorry, y'all. This video is from the family, man. Just dropped it yesterday. It's already at 300K views. So shout out to the family. If you ain't subscribed and following the channel, make sure you go subscribe to the channel. Go follow them. Definitely go check it out if you want to watch the whole video without my reaction, okay? Let's get into it.
I think I'm playing AJB. I wish I was sitting outside with you and I was in that back with you. You know your favorite rapper when the never...
Was she alive when did she die on the scene or the hospital?
I don't even, I think that, no, she died at the hospital. She was still alive. She was still breathing and everything. She called me.
She called you?
While she was shot, she called me.
What'd she say?
I was trying to talk to her. I didn't hear what she was saying.
Oh.
She couldn't really form no word.
If I'm Detroit's very own Tee Grizzley, I'm keeping a low profile.
This got to be a reference to the woman that was supposedly his auntie, but I heard there's more to the story. Again, I heard about the video. I haven't watched it. Been waiting to react to it. So let's find out more of what's going on, because this already starting to
After this video, you might hear a lot of what ifs. Maybe a few people even saying, nowadays when these rappers get married, they in some shit. Because truth be told, as our older generation would say, what's done in the dark will come to the light. Now, a lot of folks might not remember this, but about 7 years ago, Tee Grizzley lost someone publicly referred to as his aunt. Whether she was blood or not, that's still up for debate. But some say it was through marriage. But what we do know is that she was tragically gunned down while riding in the Uber. And by some twist of fate, Tee Grizzley had gotten out the same...
I'm not privy to this story at all. I wouldn't be, because I'm not a big Tee Grizzley fan like that. So this is my first time hearing any of this.
Just minutes before the shots had rang out. Now at the time, everything seemed off, but nobody had real answers. Then about 2 months later, a man allegedly tied to one of Tee Grizzley's groomsmen, a man connected to Lil Durk, someone tied to him from his same neighborhood in Chicago, Illinois, which we'll later discuss, was arrested in connection with her murder. Since then, the case been cold in many people's eyes. And yet, Detroit police still have an open $2,500 reward for more information. And that alone tells you everything ain't fully closed on this. But what if I told you...
Okay, so what I just got is the guy who was found guilty of unaliving her is from Lil Durk's hood, which is in Chicago. But apparently he know Tee Grizzley because that was just him in the picture, right? Which isn't far-fetched at all, because, you know, I'm over here in this Midwest region. Detroit to Chicago, 3.5 hour drive, maybe. If that, I'm not too familiar with it, but, you know, again, I'm over here in this area, and I can kind of get some good calculations on how far location
That was just the surface. Because what I found out while digging into this court transcripts and trial updates and federal paperwork, found me get deeper, way deeper than what people may expect. Pause. Now there, as of now, has been whispers that she might have been pregnant, allegedly, by Tee Grizzley. And that wasn't even his blood aunt. But all that is he say, she say to this point.
That's wild. It is kind of crazy because I don't got a situation like this, but I know of a situation going on like this where an older woman is dealing with a younger nigga. But when the younger nigga bring the older woman around, his people, his family, or whatever, he refers to her as his auntie. So that's not far-fetched because I know of an actual situation like that transpiring right now. It's happening right now. That's crazy. Back into it, man.
Because still, Grizzly called her his aunt, and that's what the world ran with. Not to mention he was signed to her, which some say is a clear motive. But today, I'm bringing y'all a full breakdown. Court documents, timelines, trial updates.
And it was his manager, and she was his manager. I would try to let it play a little bit without
And Thury's media skipped over because y'all will find out later in this video that someone is currently standing trial for her murder. And based on documents I've seen, I wouldn't be shocked if the feds step in once this trial is wrapped. In this video, we're going through everything from what happened that night in the Uber to who this man really is that's facing trial, to why certain people in Grizzly's circle started going ghost once the...
That's why he's talking about somebody on trial for it now. That's why murder be so fucked up, bro, because before you can even go in front of the judge and the jury and plead your case, you gotta sit down. They say this happened in 2019. It is 2020 bad. So before you can get found guilty or innocent, you already gotta go sit down for 6 of them bitches. That's tough.
Pressure came down. We're clearing up every room, laying out the facts. And like we always do, fam, at the conclusion, I'm here to hear from you once I lay everything on the table. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to jump right to it. Tee Grizzley, born Terry Sanchez Wallace Jr., is a rapper straight out of Detroit, Michigan. He came up from tough circumstances. Raised on the west side, his mom was sentenced to 20 years when he was just a teen, and his dad was killed in the streets. But instead of folding, Grizzly took to music. He gained national attention in 2016 with his breakout single, First Day Out.
All and fuck for your life. Being broke did something to my spirit. Ass niggas to plug me. They act like they couldn't hear.
Now, that was a track he dropped just months after being released from prison for a robbery case tied to Kentucky, as he rapped about. The track blew up fast, doing millions of views in days, and earning cosigns from legends like Jay-Z and LeBron.
Boom, 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 boom. Hit the rolling stone with the rolling on.
Man, LeBron get on my motherfucking nerves, man. LeBron and Drake with this type of shit right here. Boom, 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 boom. Hit the rolling stone with the rolling on. Brian, get your... I fuck with Brian too, man, but... I fuck with Brian too, but like that white woman said, just shut up and dribble the ball. Just shut up and dribble the guy. Nah, I don't, not shut up and dribble the ball, but leave this shit for the young niggas, man.
Jack Portfolio.
From there, the momentum only grew. He dropped mixtapes, albums, and landed features with stars like Lord Durk and McNeil. But like most rappers with street ties, fame didn't come without a cost. The night he almost lost his life, or did it? Instead, his quote-unquote aunt did. In August of 2019, everything changed for Tee Grizzley. He was riding through Detroit in a black Chrysler 300. A little after 9 p.m. on the 3600 block, a 3-mile drive on Tuesday, when the driver exited the vehicle, shots were fired from an unknown location. That driver was allegedly Tee Grizzley going to his other aunt house at the location of the 3600 block of the 3-mile drive. A woman who took the stand today, almost 7 years later, which we'll later talk about. The bullet stuck Jobina Brown. May she rest in peace and love and condolences to her family.
Grizzley, one of Detroit's most popular rappers, but earlier this week, Jobina Brown was shot and killed on the city's east side.
I'm still gathering information before we, before I give proper reaction and proper, because I don't be wanting to say nothing out of context or nothing that's, just out of pocket. So... just had to pause it for copyright strikes. But let's get it back into it.
Tonight we're hearing from a local radio show host who worked with Brown. 7 Action News reporter Anupar Khan joins us live from the scene to tell us how Brown is being remembered and what police are saying. Anu.
Well, Glenda, Detroit police tell me that homicide investigators are still working on this case, still trying to figure out what led up to the shooting here on 3 Mile Road just off of Mack. Meanwhile, those who knew Brown say she was kind-hearted and a hard worker.
She was a sweetheart. She was a good person.
Peter, Miss Jobina Brown, and prayers up to her and her family. No matter the situation, man, to lose somebody. You don't know how precious life is till you get older, man. You know what I'm saying? When you're younger, you don't see it, you don't understand that shit.
She was the type of person that would look out for you, do whatever, she could to help you.
Bushman, host of the Bushman Show on 97.9 WJLB, first got to know Jobina Brown 3 years ago. He called her JB. She was the manager and aunt of Detroit rapper Tee Grizzley. She also managed Detroit rapper Sada Baby. Sources say on Tuesday night around 9:30, the 41-year-old was sitting in a Chrysler 300 with 2 other men here on 3 Mile just off of Mack. Police say as one of the men got out of the car, she was shot and killed.
JB, I love you. I miss you, but I will never forget about you. You were a queen and you were awesome.
Bushman says he's been getting calls and comments on social media from people across the country, those who've gotten to know Brown and some who are fans of Tee Grizzley. Bushman says Brown was a young woman who was committed and kind.
It was like her first time managing, but
We gotta do better, man. Just community, man. All in all, everywhere in the world. Every city, every state, every country, we gotta do better. So much hate between each of us, man. It's just just the way we conditioned as people to not trust or like one another, and it shouldn't be like that, man. Until we change, we just passing that shit down to generation, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, y'all, back into it.
Grasped the knowledge of how to manage an artist and was running with it, and he's been very successful.
After hearing about her death, he shared this video of Brown in the studio with Tee Grizzley in May of 2018. She was fixing his hair, taking care of him like Bushman says she always would.
I wanted to share something for people.
I remember they said they was having relations, man. I ain't gonna speculate too much on that, because that's an auntie motherly duty, you know what I'm saying? Get a nigga head right, if it ain't right. But that's also, my bitch duty. So keep that in mind.
To remember her by. When you're behind the scenes, you don't always get the credit for the things that you do, and I want people to understand who she was and what she meant to Tee Grizzley, Sada.
And as he continues to pay tribute to her, he just hopes the questions surrounding who took her life won't remain unanswered much longer.
Just want to know why. What made you do that? What caused you? What was going on in your mind and in your life that you felt like you had to pull a gun out and pop?
Now, I did reach out to Tee Grizzley's management company, but haven't heard back yet. Meanwhile, if you have any information that can help police solve this case, please.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's like, we don't really
Call Detroit Police Homicide. Live on the city's east side.
At the time, no arrest was made. Police made a flyer for $2,500 for information leading up to an arrest and JB's demise. But Tee Grizzley decided to make a track in dedication to JB. Check it out.
Do you know your favorite rapper when they never let them guys get you? I would've shot them, left them dying, leaking in the street. When the rain would smoke them.
But just 2 months after JB lost her life, the feds and the state had made an arrest. A place 4.5 hours away from each other, a little under 300 miles in Chicago, Illinois. A man that was also
I retract my statement. I said 3.5. That's an extra hour. God damn, that's crazy, man, because Chicago 5 from me. But Detroit 2.5. So I apologize on my calculations, okay? They was off just a little bit, just a tad. They could have been better. They could have been better for sure.
Connected to one of Tee Grizzley groomsmen, also on his rap label.
Major red flag. We getting some info. He was his groomsman. He's on Tee Grizzley's record label. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary because now nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense no more.
Name is Booker, real close to Lord Durk and OTF. Apparently, the perpetrator and Booker are from the same neighborhood. They also go by 600 in Chicago. His name was Jermaine Weeden, aka Wu-Tang. Now, when Wu-Tang was first picked up, it was an open murder, a felony firearm charge. But what a lot of people don't know is that Wu-Tang already had a serious criminal background. This wasn't no first-time offender. In fact, back on May 12, 2016, he had a felony conviction for aggravated unlawful use of a weapon in a vehicle in Cook County. He was sentenced to 1 year imprisonment. And second, on March 15, 2018, just 2 years later after that, he had a felony conviction again for unlawful possession of a weapon by a felon in Cook County, in which he was sentenced to 42 months in prison, which lets us know that Wu-Tang not supposed to be around firearms. Now, I wanted to make all that clear, because he was later caught with a firearm that was illegal in Chicago, which we'll later discuss. And the feds got that case. And what they did is they dropped it for the moment, because he did get found with a firearm that has did another crime across state lines.
So he got caught with the firearm that was committed a crime across state lines, and the feds drop it. You gotta know there's some shit in the water when they drop that.
They let him deal with the state for now. We just wonder why. But they also did something that I want you guys to pay attention to as well. In the state case, gave this habitual offender a reasonable bond for murder. As mentioned, we wonder why.
He was snitching. He was snitching. I take all that back. What was I just saying? I don't even know what the fuck I was just saying, but a bond for murder is unheard of. Unless, even if you snitching, it's unheard of. So it's like, this nigga was snitching. He was a CI, been a CI for years, maybe, or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's snitching.
But at this point, we know this is no ordinary case, and some folks believe he was let out on purpose. Maybe even being used as bait, or even working with somebody. Either way, something is off. Now, when JB lost her life, Wu-Tang was on probation, and he had a tether. And we'll later explain how that played on helping solving this case for the state and the feds. October 19, 2019, just 2 months after JB lost her life, Wu-Tang was arrested in Chicago, Illinois. It was around 2:06 p.m. when officers from Chicago Police Department were on a routine patrol when they responded to another officer report of a male and one female sitting inside of a stolen vehicle parked in the alley behind 5920 South Calumet Avenue in Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago got them alleys, boy. I do not like them alleys. I do not fuck with them alleys. They got them motherfucking alleys. You gotta be careful in Chicago on them alleys, for sure that. For sure that.
Reporting officer had confirmed that the vehicle was stolen by checking the vehicle license plate in the law enforcement computer database. When responding to CPD, officers pulled into the alley. They observed a male subsequently identified as Wu-Tang, aka Jermaine Weeden, and a female standing near the stolen vehicle, a blue Nissan.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. He look like he working. He look like he can't be trusted. I wouldn't even do nothing around that nigga. I wouldn't even be cool with him. He looked like one of them off weird type niggas. Like any nigga who was doing some dealings with him, you done lost your goddamn mind.
Versa with New York license plate. Now keep that vehicle in mind. As the responding officers exited the patrol car and approached Wu-Tang, he fled from officers on foot. After a brief foot chase, the officers apprehended Wu-Tang and placed him in handcuffs. As Wu-Tang physically resisted the officers when placed against the police car, a Glock 23 40 cal semi-automatic handgun, bearing serial number PAZ-363, fell out of the Wu-Tang's left pants leg. The handgun was loaded with 12 rounds of ammunition with the head stamp marking SIG 40 S&W. During the subsequent search of the stolen blue Nissan, CPD officers recovered an extended magazine from the passenger side door. Now, fam, would you believe this man had the same firearm and same stolen vehicle during the night that JB lost her life? Well, it's true. When it came to the rental, the car was a Hertz rental car.
So the same vehicle and the same pistol that was used in a murder in Detroit, this nigga got in Chicago. See, I made a video about this, man. You young niggas, man, I don't understand it. I don't get it. Like, what do y'all be thinking, bro? Like, the trip back from Detroit to Chicago was hot enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, prayers up, you made it type shit. But you still in the car? You still got the strap. Book him, Danny. You're going to jail, nigga.
Set to be returned to Hertz on August 24th, 2019. Hertz filed a stolen police report in September of 2019. The following year, February of 2020, DPD received notification from the MSP lab where they test the firearms, the ballistics. They confirmed that that firearm that Wu-Tang was caught with in Chicago was the same firearm used to take the life of JB. Miss she
I ain't even laughing. That's just some good ass goddamn weed. And that's how you know niggas be working, bro. Because for a nigga to even be too comfortable to even do some shit like that, bro, you gotta be working. You understand me? How do you murk somebody with this car and this pistol in this state that's 350 miles away from where you live at, and then you take that shit back home? He been working.
Rest in peace. Now, at this point, fam, I know a lot going through your head, but at least for the moment, Wu-Tang gets arrested. And the following year, as mentioned, police, at least the feds stepped in, but they was already in, but they gave him one count of a firearm taken in from state lines, and they end up dismissing that case in 2021, letting him take on the challenge for the state for now. And after being arrested for over 5 years, the state gave him a $75,000 10% cash bond on the tether, in which he paid. But that was crazy, because as mentioned, he was arrested for all that time, and his trial was coming up. But the world didn't know. Now, Wu-Tang will only be out for just 3 months.
So, he went to jail, and they held him for 6 years, and then gave him a bond before court. Hold on, he just said something about he was only out for 3 months, so then what?
Before starting trial just this past Monday, July 14, 2025.
So he just started, so he got out 3 months, April, and trial started in July 14th to 19th.
While the feds keep a close eye, and for some reason, when this case has started back up for trial, they released a $2,500 reward again, as if the guy they caught with all this evidence isn't enough, or not the sole person responsible, which probably indicates a recent bond and the feds letting go of the first charge for now. And the Family TV will hopefully start filming from now on this trial on Twitch and YouTube.
And then I ain't gonna hold you, man. A lot of these shooter niggas be crack broke. So it's just fishy that after 6 years of being incarcerated, y'all give him a $75,000 fine, and he's able to post that. Really? Really? He was able to post that? Or did somebody post that for him? Back into it.
The second channel, and many more. But I was able to catch it today, although the audio wasn't allowed for screen recording while looking. You can only screen record if the audio picks up from another device. And I didn't know that today. But I took some key notes. And the house that Tee Grizzley allegedly stopped at the day JB lost her life to go inside. Remember we said that was his aunt's house? Another aunt? But she took the stand today. And to sum up 8 hours for you guys in 60 seconds, I say this. That rumor that's floating around that Tee Grizzley got his alleged aunt pregnant, the state believes that. Not the family TV, not Reddit, the state. And there was one damaging answer from the aunt.
Now see, that's bad business. If the state believe that, which is the district attorney and all that, 9 times out of 10 is true. And again, I personally know of a situation that's happening just like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not far-fetched at all. That's how young niggas play it, unfortunately. I'm not gonna hold you. That's kind of a new thing, because when we was young niggas, we took pride in dealing with an older woman. I'm about to go chill with my vet. We used to call them vets, you know what I'm saying? I guess they don't do that no more. So, man, it's bad, man. This only
Understand?
off
And it seemed like it was bigger than the alleged defendant. The question was asked by the state. Does she remember the aunt mentioning that when Tee Grizzley heard the shots inside the home, he ran to the window to see what was going on? The aunt responded, no, she didn't say that.
You know, I said they must be tearing him up right now.
Yeah.
All good, man. So the night everything happened, man. Can you kind of go over that night with us? I know y'all was at the studio. I seen you on your Instagram.
Yeah, so we was at the studio with Guapo and Jay Swan or whatever. And I'm going over my cousin's house, my older cousin.
Mm-hmm.
He was real close with my pops, just like my pops' brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I always try to...
I was going to say something about this clip because it played at the beginning, but it was only like a 10-second clip. And even now, we only probably about 10 seconds into it. So let me hear some more before I give what I felt when I first seen it. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't want to, be out of pocket with my comments or none of that. But, I go off body action, body language, and just energy. You know what I'm saying? So let's watch a couple more seconds of this before I give my feedback.
You know what I'm saying? Show him some love, because that's another wound we really ain't healed from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I went over there, and I was telling her, like, come in the house. And she like, no, I don't want to go in. I'm begging her to come in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, certain areas, you just got to move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't about where you at. I could go anywhere I want to.
Right.
But I got to move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm moving right, can't nothing happen to me. So I'm telling her to come in the house. She like, no. Because JB was kind of like...
So, initially, when I seen the clip at the beginning of the video, when he asked him the question and his response, that first sentence, it was kind of nonchalant. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't want to talk about this, but not like I really don't want to talk about this because, it's something that still pains me and it hurts. Like, I really don't want to talk about this because this conversation makes me uncomfortable. Even now, he got the controller in his hand. He's looking towards TV. Most of his eye contact is towards the TV. This nigga still playing the game or looking at the game or whatever the case is. The interviewer's over here to the left. He's not even really giving him eye contact like that. So again, I'm big on body language, energy, For me, this is kind of off red flaggish. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all feel. Drop y'all comments, man.
Funny acting about dirty houses and stuff like that. The house wasn't even dirty, but to her, she just a clean, real clean person. It's like, no, I don't want to go in them people's house. I don't want to sit on their furniture and all that stuff. I'm like, all right, I'll be right back. So I'm knocking on the door. My people's taking so long to come to the door. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they finally come to the door. As soon as I see her, as soon as I see my auntie, she about to open the door. I hear a whole bunch of shots going off. You know what I'm saying? Behind me, I hear a whole bunch of shots going off. So I get down because I'm thinking.
Super nonchalant. I told you he still playing the game. I don't know. It's tough for me to kind of believe what you said, or to believe that you're sincere with your words. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a real sincere topic. It's not just a regular topic where, you know what I'm saying, like, this was your auntie, supposedly, allegedly. So yeah, and you know, all this is alleged, but this is kind of red flaggish for me. But let's get back into it. We already at 30 minutes, man. We got a couple more minutes.
They about to come to the side and start, you know what I'm saying, shooting at me, and I ain't got nothing on me at the time. My cousin ran out with a gun. I'm like, perfect. So we ran out on the street. When we ran out, my driver was gone with no cars out there. I'm like,
she was in the. So what was the vehicle? She was in the car. Like
she was in the car. She was in the car.
Okay.
She was in the car on the street. So my cousin ran out with the gun or whatever, and we ran out in the front to see what's going on, and to, if somebody up on us, we gonna get them off us. So once we got outside, once we got in the front where they was at, my driver gone. There's no cars out here.
Okay, wait, let me ask you this. So was you had to enter through the back door or something?
Yeah, I walked.
I don't know. Drop y'all comments. What y'all feel, man? This is like, it's shaky. It's shaky. It's not. It's no solid foundation. It's no solid ground under it. Drop y'all comments. Let me know what y'all feel, man. I feel how I feel.
Okay. Side door. Okay. I get you. Okay.
But basically, I don't even know what's going on at this point.
Okay.
So we in the front. I look in the street. I don't see no glass in the street. So I'm like, oh, they straight. You know what I'm saying? That's probably some. I didn't even think this had nothing to do with us.
Okay.
You feel me?
Right.
But my cousin still came out there with the gun though. So I was cool with going out there. I'm like, I ain't see no glass in the street. I'm thinking they heard some shots and pulled off.
Okay.
So now I'm mad now. Like, y'all heard them shots, why would y'all leave me over here?
Right.
You feel me? You could at least call me and told me, like, it's too much going on over here. Come on, we gone. You know what I'm saying, to my driver.
The story's so extended and it's so kind of everywhere. I'm actually lost. I don't even know what's going on. No more. I swear I've been paying attention.
They told me what happened. So basically what happened, they walked up to my door and opened my door. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas opened my door trying to get at me. He ended up hitting her up.
Where'd they hit her on the body?
They hit her on her side and in her arm. She didn't get hit in her head or her face, and I just.
Y'all don't hear that motherfucking big beep. Chirp. Nigga said chirp. Y'all don't hear that no more, right? We Gucci again. If y'all hear it, let me know. I am who I am. I'm immune to that shit. You hear me? I ain't changed that battery in 4 years. You hear me? 4 of them bitches. Let's go back into it.
All on her side. You feel me?
How many
on
times?
The side where her heart at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on the side like where her heart at too. So that shit was fucked up. She got shot like that before a long time ago. My uncle.
Okay.
His car got shot up, and she got hit in the exact same place, but she lived. You know what I'm saying? Because she went straight to the hospital.
Okay.
My uncle drove straight to the hospital as soon as it happened.
You hear him like he
was she alive when did she die on the scene or the hospital?
I don't even. I think that no. She died at the hospital. She was still alive. She was still breathing and everything. She called me.
She called you
while she was shot. She called me.
What'd she say?
I was trying to talk to her. I didn't hear what she was saying.
Oh,
she couldn't really form no words. You know what I'm saying? But like,
really. If she couldn't form no words, why she call you, bro? I was trying to talk to her. She couldn't form no words, but she called you.
Niggas was coming for me because they opened my door.
Okay.
They was shooting the car. They hit her 8 times though.
Damn.
And you have no idea where this came from?
No, I ain't got no idea where it came from.
Like I say, man, like y'all know, y'all watch the videos. I react to a lot of crime shit. And you know, I'm not just gonna be reacting to crime shit. You know, I'm open. I like a lot of things, man. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? But listen. It just don't add up, man. And I actually forgot what I really was about to say. You understand me? But I'm not buying it. I'm sorry.
It ain't even matter where it came from.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. So he said they hit her 8 times. So y'all know we will react to the crime shit all the time, bro. Hitting a nigga 8 times is usually some personal shit or a crime of passion. That's what they call it, a crime of passion, which is some personal shit. Spouse to spouse type shit, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of motherfucking bullets, man. That's overkill. Like, you're trying to make sure the job is done. Like, this person is gone, eliminated, man. Which is fucking crazy, man. So I just wanted to throw that in there.
I feel like everybody was a suspect. I feel like everybody was a suspect. So even if a person wasn't a suspect, if I didn't like that person, it was escalated. My dislike for them was escalated times 10.
Now we laid it all out. The come up, the tragedy, the arrest, the strange bond, the trial. You see just how deep the situation runs. And even though the facts are still on the table, the silence around the case speaks just as loud. You got federal interests that suddenly disappeared, and a suspect with a serious rap sheet walking free on bond. In a courtroom now, being told the victim may have been pregnant by one of Detroit's biggest rap stars. On top of that, you got a key witness, Dion, saying Tee Grizzley didn't even react when the shots went off. To the streets, that don't sound right. To the court, it raises questions. To the fans, it's a full-blown...
You know, whatever going on, Detroit know. Detroit know what's really going on.
Now,
You know
it's
what I'm
time for
saying?
you guys to let me know how you feel in the comments. I keep you guys updated as more develop. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Crazy video, man. Crazy video. I'm not gonna say he did or he didn't. Like I'm gonna say, his actions and energy was off during that interview about that situation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. Drop y'all comments in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe and like the video. This 1099 Way TV, and I'm out.